SoundCloud.
Yo, what's up,
Full house.
boys?
What's up, boys?
We're back
Let's go.
again.
The quad is back. Let's go.
Let's go.
The
let's
Fab
go.
Four. The
You know what
Beatles.
I'm saying?
We look just like them.
No,
Um,
we gotta. I think we got some fun stuff to get into for sure.
Absolutely. Where do we want to start today, boys?
I think we're going European. I think we got to talk transfers because we're almost there. Start of league season. So no, I think we got to go into these transfers and like they're definitely. I feel like it feels like there's a couple names where when they fall to wherever they're falling, there'll be other names that fall, and there's going to be, like a domino effect. So, like for me, as a being the piece of shit that I am, man, I'm sad that Rodri's going, but he's definitely going. And
Is it going?
Yeah, Barcelona will cough up whatever money they actually do have. I don't
Listen,
know what they're
listen.
going to activate, but
I want to
they'll cough it up.
interrupt. I want to interrupt you because I found it so hilarious that now that he did all this to get Barcelona's attention, Barcelona now are dealing with Man City, and Barcelona does not have the money. So now, if I'm Real Madrid, I'm just laughing in the corner.
Why?
It-
Why? But why do you? Well, I want to go
They
into
don't
this
have
later,
the.
but they're
I
selling
promise you.
they're selling a couple people that might be able to fund
Well,
that.
I'm telling you right now that if they want Julian, they just still think they're gonna get Julian Alvarez. If I'm Atleti, I want
Well,
150.
who would you prioritize?
On Barcelona right now, probably Julian Alvarez.
Because they lost
Yes.
Lewandowski.
Because they lost
Yes.
Lewandowski. They lost Fernan Torres.
Yep.
They lost Marcus Rashford.
They lost
Yep.
Rashford. They don't really
Over
have...
a guy that doesn't lose, that plays
I'm
with
just saying
a bunch of
positional
those
needs.
guys in the mid
No.
in that Barcelona team.
Yeah, but the
He would
problem is
transform that team.
yes, he would 100%. But you already have. They didn't need him. They're trying to big boy.
They've won La Liga. They haven't. It's not like they've made a Champions League final or anything like that, which is what sets the standards for Barcelona and Real Madrid and
The big boys.
the big
Yeah.
boys.
Like
yes.
that's how they count. That's how they can't keep score. It's not about winning. I mean, winning the league, and we'll get into it in a minute, but winning the league doesn't mean as much for some of these like top heavy leagues, such as like the Bayern Munich's.
But
like
it's important. It's very important though.
It is.
It's important. But if you're gonna look at it, would you rather have a Champions League or a league title? What do you think?
That's an
Arsenal
interesting
more?
question, though, because I think it depends on what... Like, if you're Arsenal and you haven't won either in a long time, at least, right? Which would you prefer? Would you prefer the Premier League,
I
or
don't
would you
know.
prefer to win the Champions League?
It's a fun question. I don't know actually. I mean, depends on. There's obviously context, so it depends on the situation.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it's
It's a
a different
di-
perspective.
Yeah,
Do
go
you
ahead.
which one do you think Inter Milan would want to win more? Because they've won like
Yeah.
Well,
they've won
again,
Italian
what
titles,
you're
but they haven't won
what
a
you're saying
Champions
is
League in a
there's,
minute.
I think,
Yeah.
Serie A titles. I think Napoli's got one in between there.
Yeah, they want UCL 100%.
I was
And
gonna say, I
they've
think...
made what, one or two UCL finals. Obviously the one against City, and they've made it far in every other in most tournaments.
As far as Barcelona, their midfield already has Frankie de Jong, although he's injury prone, which is why I felt like they're making the move. I don't think he's happy about the Rodri thing, because that's essentially his position. You have Pedri, Frankie de Jong, Gavi. I don't know who else they shoehorn in there usually, but now you're gonna add a consistent performer over there. So do they actually
Well,
is he luxury oil? That's the problem, because they already won the title without him. He looks like luxury oil. They just lost Lewandowski, who is
For
the
me,
striker.
it's that exact...
I have a question for everybody. If Rodri goes to Barcelona, like what does that mean for Real Madrid? What does that mean for Real Madrid, who were fully in on him? And
Well, it's funny because Real Madrid have made a lot of moves this summer, but if I look at both rosters, I still kind of favor Barcelona's.
Well,
if just me personally, as
we have not seen them play because Mourinho is gonna demand different things.
yeah,
It's not gonna be free flowing, but it's probably gonna be some counter-attacking version of what he did when they finally beat Barcelona. It's gonna be something like very defensive on some level, and then they're gonna hit you with speed. So they have speed all over the field. right? So
So
you
you
have to
think
think
they
of the
lose any? Do you think that they are better than Barcelona with Rodri going to Barcelona?
they can be better than Barcelona because the only way you stop a team playing that way, you need to press them. But Barcelona, as the antidote for that, is they have wingers that are fast too. So you have to press them high, and you have a bunch of speedsters in the front to press. Vini, Mbappe, and you have now Jamonde to press. That
True.
reminds me of PSG press. The PSG press is so fast because the players are very quick. So now, if you can disrupt the rhythm, you're not gonna let Barcelona have the possession of the ball all the time. So that's the only way to beat them, really. So we'll see, because something has to give. But obviously, advantage always gonna be with Rodri. He's a Ballon d'Or winner.
I
Yeah,
think that Rodri is not a necessity
but he's
for
not a
either
necessity.
team,
Yeah,
but whoever gets him, I
I
think that's
think
the bigger race.
I think Real
Whoever
Madrid
gets
needed him.
Rodri,
I think
I
Real
I
Madrid needed him.
I actually don't necessarily agree with that fully. I think that if you add it to him, that team is perfect. Like that team, I think could run the table and like I think if Barcelona gets him, and that's why I think he's needed more at Barcelona. He kind of brings that leadership that they're desperate for, that they lost with Lewandowski, that Julian Alvarez won't necessarily bring to the table. And as much as I think Julian Alvarez,
So
I think they need both. That's the bigger deal is that they're gonna have
let
to
me
find whatever
let me
levers
give
are around
us
them.
let me give a slight counter. It's not what you said is probably true, but just to play devil's advocate, when I look at the Real Madrid midfield last season, Chouameni is not that guy. They need a brain there. They don't have a brain there. Valverde is more box to box, all action type midfielder. Not really what you need to like dictate the pace. They don't have a Toni Kroos type. They just signed the closest thing to Modric is Bernardo Silva, so they're gonna be able to retain the ball.
So
But
real fast,
you know,
you said they have Chouameni, who's like that. I mean, if they get
he's
Chua,
good.
if they
But
get him, Chouamani's probably going to look somewhere else because I don't think you can have a midfield that is
hundred
balanced to have
percent,
Chouamani
100%,
and Rodri.
and that's somewhere else is
But
Man United.
Maybe.
and I would
Well,
take him. They
Rodri's
got
not
enough.
going there, so
No, I
Yeah,
Well,
mean
there's also
for
but
they also have Camavinga,
they also have. But a bigger deal is, I mean, I know that they got into a fisticuffs, but like
Valverde.
Valverde is the brain in that midfield. Like he keeps everything
I mean,
ticking.
I don't mean to be this. I don't mean to be this person, but what about Trent Alexander-Arnold? Is that guy going to play any type of role in their midfield?
He's gonna get a loan move to Liverpool.
I think I think from what from taking the temperature of Mourinho, his statements, I think he's gonna use the first 4 months of the season until December to decide who is surplus to requirement. Because he's even saying to Endrick to stay. So he's gonna try to implement his coaching style, push the players, probably curse them out, talk about their moms, whatever he's gonna do, however he does it, right? And whoever responds to it, and then he's gonna decide probably in December who's surplus to requirement. So I think Trent probably he's gonna have to show that he's a better right back than Dumfries. So
Do
Yeah.
you think he's a better
Well,
right back than Valverde?
Valverde's never playing that position. That was his issue with
Well,
Alonso.
I mean, he played right back. I mean, I'm
No,
being
no,
facetious. I'm being
no, but yeah,
facetious.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
But
that was his beef. He was like, I'm never playing that position, and then he stayed on the bench or some shit like that.
like interesting about the Real Madrid, Barcelona, like teams, like built, like what the teams are going to be like this season. I think it's a big deal. And I think it's maybe a little bit of a slap in the face to the reigning Premier League champions. The Vinny signing an extension at Real Madrid.
It's like we
that's a
said
big
last
one.
week. Did Madrid need him? Should Madrid have sold him just for like the squad bail?
I don't believe that. I believe that Vinicius Jr. is a top 15 player in the world.
Yeah,
He is
absolutely.
15, even
Top
10.
10 player in the
10
world.
player.
Yeah,
10
no,
player.
yeah.
10. I don't want to disrespect. I'm just saying that why would Real Madrid sell a top 10 player in the world?
Because it would You're right. You're completely right. I don't
They're
think
not the clubs that do that. They're one of 2 or 3 clubs that do not
He's
sell
he's been
their
productive.
one of their best players or one of the
But
best players in the
I
world,
will say,
unless you're Ronaldo at 30, whatever
There's
it
a
was when he got
reason
mentioned-
why
no, we
Real
were-
Madrid has the crown. There's a
Yeah.
reason why they got the crown on their badge.
But you know what? I was thinking about it earlier. Had that had happened, what a shot across the bow that would have been for like world football, right? Like the first time a Ballon d'Or candidate in their prime is leaving Real Madrid for the Premier League, right? We haven't
Ozil
really
did it.
seen a transfer of that
It,
caliber.
it doesn't really happen. No, it doesn't really happen. And so with that being said, like we're obviously occupating under the we're accepting that Rodri's going to Barcelona. Vinny signed an extension. Like, are we talking about like what superstardom? When we talk about Jude Bellingham, when we talk about Mbappe, when we talk about these guys, what superstardom does the Premier League, apart from Holland and you want me to say Bukayo Saka? Like, who do you want me to say? Versus what are we talking about? La Liga versus Premier League in terms of
You superstar. The problem with the La Liga
best
is
leagues possibly.
the problem with La Liga is all of them are clustered in just probably 3 clubs, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So what I like about the EPL, right? It's the team itself is the superstar. It's that
Okay.
feeling, that fever that
I
you
lo- I
get.
lo-
Even if Liverpool is
I love the
playing
way you said that.
Everton is gonna give Liverpool a game. It's just you already
Well,
know
that's
that.
That's a rivalry,
Well-
man. I promise you,
who?
uh,
Let me ask a
like
question.
Espanyol or whoever is Barcelona's,
Eh.
they're giving them a run in that
Barely.
matchup.
Barely.
But like, who's like? I want to give some credit to La Liga because there's so much money in the Premier League, and so much quality of and they talk about how physical it is, how technical it is, all this stuff. I don't think La Liga is that far off, if at all. And I say that because if we're how it depends how we define best league in the world, right? Because if you're saying Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, 3 for 3, do they have the strongest, top 3 in the world? Probably not. I'd probably edge it to the Premier League. And then if you go down the list, right, I understand that the Premier League are winning European competitions like Europa League and all this stuff regularly now. But I asked the question of, if you took, say, the 10th best league team in every league and you made them play a round robin tournament, who wins that, right? Because I mean, 10th place in the Premier League was what, Everton, I believe, last season. Someone's got to double check me on that. But
I'm checking that right now, but keep it rolling.
But 10th place in La Liga was Real Sociedad, which star power for star power, they're not miles apart. You know what I mean? They got like Sociedad has Oyarzabal, and all these the players that
Oyarzabal.
So time out. Last year, the number 10 team in the Premier
was
League
Chelsea.
was Chelsea.
Okay, well that's a little bit of a misnomer, but
Yeah. Well, okay,
Oh,
okay, but like you have Brentford, Brighton, Sunderland, Bournemouth, all of them like that. I mean, that's like the back half is. I mean,
Newcastle finished 12th.
I mean,
well,
Newcastle.
let's not spoil our next week episode because we're going to talk about
But-
them a good bit.
but- But to be
Just
fair,
for the
Premier League,
conversation.
there is something to be said about that.
Yeah.
And
I
and-
guess
and-
that's a good point.
And look also the margins, the margins between teams. If you compare the first top 3 teams in Spain, I don't know. I don't think it's that close. If
Well-
you go look, I don't know. I'm not looking, but
So 3rd place last year actually was Villarreal.
Yeah, I mean,
In La Liga.
La Liga is the only one that I think really competes.
hey, La
with it
Liga is
because
number
they've
2,
got
by the
8.
way.
They've got they're easily number 2.
They're not.
they've-
I'm not.
they've got-
it's
they've
not
got
like
8
they're not.
teams
They're
in
not
Europe.
gonna be far off, but they're number 2.
Yeah, I mean they have 8 teams in European competition next year. But then you kind of look at the rest of that league and you go, okay, like Athletic Club, they had a down year. Sevilla, they had a bit of a down year. Like Girona, who finished top 3 a few years ago and got gutted, they're got relegated. So I mean, like you got a lot of teams like that. Whereas like in the Premier League, West Ham, with like probably a $300 million.
West Ham. Oh my God.
I mean, do you think West Ham is better than like Sevilla? do you think that they're better than Girona last year?
I mean,
Girona sucked last year
yeah, Girona got relegated.
Okay, but I mean, I'm like,
after finishing.
do,
Oh my!
do you think that they're better than Levante? So I mean, like that's I think it's like it's the top half. Like the league is very top heavy, and I think there's undisputed like those top 3 teams plus like whoever else is going to be in the like last year's.
But are we admitting that those top 2 teams are better than arguably every Premier League team?
They are
The
though.
top two, not the
I
top
mean,
one.
Let me
I think
let me add
they
let
are
me
though.
add let me add
Historically,
Okay, no, no,
and
okay.
present-
I'll throw more teams in there for you.
let me add some spice to it. Let me complicate the issue. What if it's just a matter of playing styles?
Yeah, it could be, and
Right.
matchups, but at the
Because
same, but Chris,
I'm looking at Italy, right? Italy's playing style seems to not be compatible, although they always Inter Milan makes it to Champions League finals and stuff. It seems like the
Yeah.
playing style in Italy in general seems like a step off from like versus Spain and England also. So it may be a question of like just like they just need to adjust how they're because like for example the EPL before Pep it played a certain way. Pep kind of like brought the focus on possession. Then you had Klopp. Klopp put the focus on pressing from the front, right? So in Italy, I don't think I've seen teams play like that, for example. So it may be an evolution of style that needs to happen in some other leagues and stuff.
the Italian style was always the methodical approach where it was very slow build up play and then very quick at the end. Like you have quick, beautiful play. I mean, that was like when you think about the Italian teams from our youth, that is what made them special. Like AC Milan, they had
Juventus.
like Juventus, Inter Milan. You had Rossi over. I'm sorry, I got his name wrong, but over at Roma, the striker.
Totti.
Totti. Francesco
Yeah, I
Totti.
mean, it's just like you had these like mammoth attackers like Ibrahimovic and so forth. Like, I mean, just like true giants of the game that were just out there like dominating. But nowadays, that's not necessarily the case. I mean, like things ebb and flow, the money moved around.
What would you say is the main prevalent style? Because I brought style in Spain because it's not like it's homogeneous. I'm looking at Barcelona. Their thing is a variation of the tiki taka. I don't think they play the tiki taka anymore, but it's possession based. Does Real Madrid play possession based? I don't know. I cannot tell you.
Well, I think that they play whatever suits their play. I mean, at this point in time,
We don't know.
Mark asked it. Mark, I want to get back to Mark's question because it was actually super interesting. And if you look at the world teams right now, where do you rank the Premier League champion Arsenal team last season? Because we know we definitely got to put them below PSG because we saw that.
Wait a second. Below how? They lost on penalties. They're below. No, they just right there.
No,
they're just right there.
They lost.
They lost.
So they deserve to be below. I mean, they're below.
On penalties.
It's a good
But
point,
it's
Chris.
still a loss. It's still a loss.
No, but
and
listen,
they got
let's not-
dominated.
let's-
They got
let-
dominated.
They got dominated. I don't remember the game. Was it a dom? Yeah, it was a domination.
Yeah, they got.
It was a domination.
They got dominated.
It was a.
It doesn't
Or-
matter. Chris does make a good point.
It
No,
was.
he does. But I'm just saying, like, if we're going traditional metrics of football,
Fourth best team in Europe.
Yeah, I'll give them that.
you put them. So who are the four? Who are the three you got over?
PSG won.
Mm-hmm.
Real Madrid, Barcelona.
You don't got Bayern.
Bayern is before them.
Sorry.
Bayern is before them. Okay.
Sorry.
Arsenal fifth?
Sorry. Arsenal's
So-
fifth. Arsenal's fifth. I apologize.
Wait. So we're doing PSG, Bayern, are the two best in the world. Who's third?
No,
Go
we're
ahead.
not doing that together. No, I just think it's PSG, Bayern, Real Madrid, Barcelona that are the top
I think
four, and then
Barcelona
Arsenal
is before Real Madrid.
And then I think you put City, Arsenal, and like Atleti right below
City
that.
have a new coach. Like
The team's still good. The team, okay, y'all, team's about to.
you know. I don't know if you.
Hey, are you giving us Marmouche, by the way?
I think it's more like I don't think we can judge. if we're judging on last year's roster, I think that's fair to say. Things are so incomplete across Europe. Like Barcelona will have a striker, but
I'm not saying the Man City's gonna spend 300 million on 3 midfielders, but you try losing Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, and Bernardo Silva in a year span. That should suck.
and then you bring in Tejani Rangers.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, you guys did them dirty. I can't believe you guys are gonna go for Boadi for all that money. I think Reinders is pretty good player.
I think he's a good player too, man. I really do. Like
He's a
but
backup,
that's
but he's a
a
good
funny.
player.
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
funny.
No, I mean it was just random, but
That's a lot of money for a teenager.
it is.
He is very good.
Chris, you hear the Enzo Fernandez rumors now?
Yeah, yeah, because he wants to play with
Yeah,
his
look,
coach.
it's
It'll
not
make it so easy for me to hate that team.
it's not
Bro-
gonna happen. Okay, it's
Another
not
question.
Gonna, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, but you know who's not spending any money or who's not selling him for any money? Marcus Rashford. That boy is that boy.
Wait, before we get to Rashford, I did want to bring up just to round up that side of London news. Bruno Guimaraes to Arsenal
Mm-hmm.
finally happened. I know it took us so long in the episode to get to it, and Arsenal fans are gonna be upset, but that's huge. I mean, what a player.
Do you think they evolve their style next year, or are they gonna
No.
maintain the defensive?
I think I don't. My biggest gripe with Arsenal is that they don't have the quality up front still. So they kind of like, if you look at the way they've kind of gone about this summer, they kind of have.
They're trying to hijack Barcola. I know. I've seen
Yeah.
it. I've seen the rumors. I've seen it. They're trying to
But
hijack.
on Barcola, like he's another one that we don't know. We don't know how good he is, if he can adapt to the Premier League.
Bro,
If he's
I look at him
at
like
one end, best winger in
impulsive
the world.
teenager.
Exactly. One end, he could be the best winger in the world. Other end of the spectrum, he's Madueke with a little more to his game. We don't know. You know what I mean? And so that's like a big risk.
I don't know. I'm trying to look at who is a veteran, French speaking maybe. Ekitike cannot be his role model, so he needs somebody to be able to put the. I don't know if there's examples for him, like to bring him along, because that's probably what I'm worried about. It's exactly what you said. I looked at him, impulsive teenager. He missed a goal in the World Cup. Even Dembele had to pull him to the side to talk to him. He has great instincts, and you cannot teach height, and you cannot teach space. He has
Nope.
both, so they're gonna
True.
have to figure it out.
Well, the other thing I wanted to bring up again before we got to Rashford is, have you guys seen this stuff with Pedro Neto?
Yeah, I seen it. He was supposedly being proposed to Man City.
City and Arsenal both in for Pedro Neto, who Chelsea value at £70 million.
What?
You need somebody in that wing, sir.
Are we sure that the Russian oligarchs aren't still running that team?
I haven't
That's crazy.
heard Neto to City like that at all.
Is Pedro Neto like he's above average player?
He's useful.
He's not a difference maker. Because
No.
I looked at them in Portugal on that wing. The ball goes to die, bro. Although Ronaldo not doing shit, but we're not gonna open that can of worms again. I don't think Pedro Neto or Conceição or game-changing, game-breaking wingers.
Literally a minute ago, Mark, there is currently a significant gap in valuation between Man City and Chelsea for the Pedro Neto deal. From Fabrizio, Chelsea do not plan to reduce their request for the Portuguese winger. I'm telling you, Chelsea are doing something over there, because I don't understand how they're selling. They could sell Gabriel Jesus for £100 million. Like, there's something crazy going on.
Arsenal needs to go figure out what it is that they're doing, because they can't sell for shit.
Exactly. Neither can United, but that's another conversation. But anyway,
well, speaking of that,
Marcus Rashford not going anywhere. Do you guys, before I put on my extremely biased take on it, do you guys want to say anything?
Oh yeah, I wish he would come to Liverpool to have like a drama season of storylines. I can't believe he did that shit. They've been on his ass for everything he says.
I think it'll be great.
He would-
I think
he
it'll be
would-
great under Carrick.
yeah, I think that
All I'm gonna say.
I think he's gonna be great, but the problem is not gonna be Carrick. The problem is
The media.
It's the
Didn't
media.
even say there were gonna be a problem.
When he missed something, whatever, or when he feels he deserves to start over homeboy, what's his name? Brazilian
Drogo.
Cunha. When he needs to, because how are you gonna use him as a winger or as a 9? What are you
I
gonna
mean,
do with him?
I mean,
We'll
I think
see.
that we're gonna probably just have a giant rotation. I mean,
I'm
I think that
eh,
Rashford
I'm
staying threw a giant wrench in Manchester United's plans because they were expecting to have that 40 million come in and then go and get someone like Mateta or like an Ollie like spend up a little bit more and get an Ollie
Mateta is
Watkins.
that guy, bro.
That's what I'm saying is like I think that we need a solid backup striker, but
But
I
Mateta's not
think
playing
that
backup. I'm telling you right now.
what you're describing about Rashford and the issues with the media, that's just Manchester United in general. Like he's going to be even more of a lightning rod nowadays but he's been that in the past, and there've been so many other players that have walked through Manchester
Yeah,
United's
but
halls that have dealt with the same stuff. I mean, like Bruno's getting slogged constantly,
yeah,
and like
but no one's in my recent memory, at least my adult memory, no one's got it worse than Rashford, and no one's let it affect them worse than Rashford.
well,
At least.
Because he responds, right? He
Rashford.
goes online, he responds.
Well, he doesn't respond. I think that he just had some bad
hears it.
support around him.
Yeah.
He's out there
I think
listening.
Rashford. I think
Yeah.
he handles it as best he can. To be
And that's what I'm playing. Like if I'm 26, 25, 20, how in my mid 20s.
well, he's older now. He's older now.
Yeah, I
but-
know he's older now, but I'm
you're
just saying.
talking about when he was,
Yes. I would have. I
gotcha.
can't imagine handling it much better than he has. That
Gotcha.
being said,
Mhm.
if in terms of United squad, when he's on form, I don't think we have a better option on that left wing. I love Mateus Cunha. I think he brings something different. I know
Rashford in form, bro. Rashford
Yeah.
in form is one of the best, players in the world. Like, we're talking top 20 best players in the world when he's in form.
I think that's fair. I mean,
I'm
the
a
thing
big
that
fan.
I
I'm a
love-
big fan. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a big Marcus Rashford fan. I think he's a
'Cause-
great player, great person. So.
And if we're talking about solid number 9s, I agree with Thomas that I do think we
name's
need an out and out
Marcus.
striker on the team. We do need an out and out striker on the team, but Mateus Cunha played the 9 at the World Cup, and Buemo's got some
Yeah.
history.
How did that go?
I don't think Mbuemo needs to be. I think you keep him on the right, and then you just rotate. You just rotate him with Ahmad.
Yeah.
I think that the
Let me say-
unfortunate thing is that we need is that like by keeping Rashford, it just kind of like upsets the potential balance. And I hope that and you can kind of see that
You
with
think?
who they're going after with left back, and we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, I mean, like you no longer need a left winger if he by him staying. You got Dorgu, you got Cunha, you got
gotta be
Rashford.
careful.
I
bring
think
him up.
Carrick. I think
Gotta
Carrick
bring
could
him up.
get. I think Carrick could get something out of him just being a United player, former United player, former United
played
captain.
together.
Well, they have a personal
They've coached
relationship, so
Yeah.
And
so
so,
he would not tank his homie.
No, for sure.
there's-
but
if I was,
But the problem is if I'm
Sorry,
Cunha,
sorry.
like how do I feel? Like, bro, I'm not. You're not benching me for Rashford.
Well,
I
let's
don't-
let's
No,
be,
no, no,
let's
it's
be,
not-
hey,
it's
hang
not
on,
that,
hang
it's-
on, hang on, hang
it's
on,
whoever's not
hang on.
Rashford better be scared.
hang on. Cunha came off the bench a lot last season. We were starting Drogu in that
Really?
left wing spot for a
Okay.
lot of
Oregon?
last year. Yep.
And I remember
Until he
Mbeumo-
got hurt, and then Cunha primarily was deputized in that left wing spot. But
and I remember
when
and
everyone was fit-
Where's
was,
Mkhitaryan?
there was rumor he's in Inter Milan. There was rumors that Mbeumo was not happy. It was not happy with his playing time under Carrick. I saw
no, it was that he wasn't scoring the goals because he wasn't getting the ball, because if and there were times when they were both him and Sesko were running into an open position and Bruno would pass to Sesko.
that. Got
That
you.
was kind of the problem.
Got you.
But
One more thing. Rashford may not be top 5 players in the world right now, but he is top 3 of players with the most sauce.
yeah,
Sauce.
You can do something special.
No, I mean,
yeah.
with the most sauce on the field and outside of it. It's him, Olise, and
Yeah.
Lamine Yamal. When those boys on the Yacht game,
Hey, and Jeremy Doku too. Hey, and Jeremy.
Oh,
Doku.
yeah, don't. Yeah, you keep leaving out Jeremy Doku. He's
Well, I mean,
he's
Jeremy
on it.
Joku lost some aura with the stuff surrounding him at home these days. Unfortunately.
Hey. This guy just became a father. What's wrong? Why
Did
you gotta
he?
be so
Yeah.
rude?
Don't be okay. I love me some Jeremy Doku. He is not like I hate how likable this Daggum City team is because they have so many good people. Like Erling Haaland, Doku is such a good dude, and now you got like I mean Anderson seems like a sweet guy, but when they get
Eh.
once they get Buati, I Chris, I can't agree with you. I can't like I'm gonna have to disagree with you on hating this team. Like
No,
they're too much
no.
fun.
If Hernandez is Fernandez,
I'll find a way.
Enzo Fernandez
will find
goes
a
to
way.
that team, I'll find a
Yeah.
way.
No,
Did you
it's
see? Did you
not
see?
gonna happen.
Did you see Olize with the baddies in the Caribbean? Mark, I know you would appreciate that. Olize
me?
with the baddies in the Caribbean. The
Bro,
guy
that
I
guy
need.
is allowed to be on vacation, man. Oh my god, he's gonna be, and he's becoming, and when he comes back, I don't know how he's gonna, you think he's gonna be wanting to? You think he go? Let me ask you a question. You think Olise thinks he can go all the way with Bayern Munich? They can win everything with Bayern. He thinks he can win
Uh,
everything with Bayern Munich.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he can. Because why would you go to Real Madrid now? It's stacked. The position is 50.
No. But why wouldn't you go to PSG?
Yeah. I think PSG is gonna make a run
I
at him at some point.
At some point.
I think Elise actually winds up coming back to England at some point, but that's a discussion for a different. I
You
know that's kind of
actually-
like on the back of things.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
If you guys want me, if on
you
that
guys
point,
find it
Thomas,
back to the promised land, if you guys find it back to the promised land,
you know
that
who
is
I
exactly
actually,
the
you
place
know,
he would
you know
go.
who I can see actually doing that once we make it back. There's a certain Englishman playing in Real Madrid right now. Hey, Jude.
There's no way he's not coming back to like he's going to come back to one of the big four.
Yeah, he's gonna
And-
come back and make a mark.
And I'm not talking about Chelsea. I think that he's gonna like. I think that he was. I hate to say it, but I think he's destined to go to Liverpool. But
He's gonna come back when he's fucking
I think that-
Casemiro's age, when he's
Man,
32.
no. I think that he's starting. Like, I bet he looks to move on in the next like couple of years.
Yeah,
with
I
all that
got
going
him.
on.
I got him there for I
no.
think 4 or 5 years. He's looking to come back. He's got one more like international cycle at Madrid. I think personally.
Yeah.
If things continue the way they're going, at least.
I mean, I think well, that's the thing though is like if it doesn't, and you have that another Mbappe curse, and England continues to have these great teams, man, I
Well-
mean, he could just slide right into so many of these midfields and then start
What do
dominating.
you guys think? What do you guys think about this? Because it seems like it might happen, and it seems like Barcelona may get their money for this guy before they even pay Man City for the whole of him. It
Ferran
seems like they're
Torres?
about to sell Ferran Torres to PSG, and it seems like that shit is manifesting. And I wonder how French fans are gonna feel with Ferran Torres, like being,
Bro,
World Cup
Clay,
winner.
I
blah,
mean
blah,
this.
blah.
I mean this with love.
Clay
Talk
Thompson.
about failing upward. Fernan Torres, bro. Like
Ferran
did he
Torres has
fail?
been watching,
No,
watching
here's
his
what I mean.
game-winning goal from
Hey, score a goal, score a goal.
royalty and like
Talk to
Yeah.
me when you score a
sitting
goal in the
on
final.
gold.
No. Listen. He did his thing for Spain. I'm not hating. I'm just saying, like, club season after club season, there has never been for me a more confusing player to watch than Fernan Torres.
He's
Uh-huh.
really good. But I
He will
just
do
want my money for him.
No, he will do some ridiculous shit on the pitch. I'm talking like some shit that like you'll be watching mouth open like he'll just mesmerize you, and then he'll sky it into the 7th row on a wide open net. The very next like time you
Bro,
blink, like it's
The
just,
hate that this boy is receiving from Barcelona fans is legendary. Because this man is playing, he was playing the game like, I don't know if they want me, they need to make me feel loved. They hated that shit.
I mean, honestly, I feel like he with how much he's given to this team and like the opportunity that they like, he's basically getting jumped over for Julian Alvarez, and I think that he could have filled in that role. But Ferran Torres, man, I think he's the heir apparent to Dembele up there up front, just playing
No.
that like kind of playing in that
Be
pocket of
respectful.
space.
Be respectful. Dembele is a Ballon d'Or winner, bro.
Whoa.
No. I said he's the heir apparent. Heir apparent. I mean, I think they play in a very
You
similar
mean the
style.
understudy?
I think he's gonna replace Gonzalo Ramos. Dembele is injury prone, so you
Not
have-
anymore.
No, he is.
No, but he only plays 20 games a year.
yeah,
He only
they
plays
they
20 games
rest
a
him.
year.
They rest him a
That's
lot.
Yeah.
fine.
I
And
get what,
Torres
I get
is
what
gonna-
Thomas is saying. They
And-
they did lose Gonçalo Ramos to AC Milan he does do a lot of the same things Dembele does. So it's not
They
like
got
they're
bread for
adjusting to
Gonzalo
they
Ramos
did.
too.
Yeah,
it's
and
not like they're
Dembele's 29.
yeah, and it's not like they're giving up much in style of play. Like you can play the same
Yeah.
way, same style of football with Fernan Torres up
Mhm.
there as Dembele. I get it.
Luis Enrique is the best coach in club football right now, so he could figure it
100%.
out too.
100% for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
100%.
What a comeback for him! But
Hey, shout out to my
There
boy.
was never a
Ferran Torres.
drop off for Luis Enrique. I need.
Legendary run. You know,
I want to say that because
if Götze
that
took
guy
some
went
notes,
through a lot of personal shit.
Mm-hmm.
he did.
And that's what there was no drop off in his coaching ability. It was he went through a lot of personal shit and he had to step away from the game and he wasn't able to put his full self into the game. If you really if there's really a conversation you want to have, man, over the last 20 years, he's a top 5 coach.
Yeah.
and apparently Ronaldo wanted him at Man United. But they knocked him up.
Imagine if they three-peat.
I wanted
Champions
him
League.
at Man United.
If they
Well, this-
three-peat
this-
Champions
he
League,
said-
he's top 2
Do you
or
think he's better
maybe
than
1,
Zinedine
you
Zidane
know?
at that
Like,
point?
That's what he's going for. Zidane, the difference is him and Zidane, both of them benefit from playing in teams that overly, I felt like, have better players than everybody else.
Yeah, but this guy would.
But the difference is the style. It's the
Man,
style.
I don't know if PSG. I know they have great players, and they have like one of the best midfields in the world.
I've had that argument with Mark since last
But
year.
Do you think that they technically, like pound for pound, do you think that player wise that they're actually better than Real Madrid?
Yes.
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 No, do you think the individual players are
Yes.
Real Madrid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
wait.
They got the best midfield.
Wait.
Think about it.
They got the
Wait.
best midfield.
Fabio
right now.
Scalia,
Hang on.
You
Hang
think
on.
he's Vinny
it's a
Jr.?
tough conversation.
Hang
You think
on.
he's better than Vinny Jr.?
100%.
Wait.
100%.
Wait.
Sign
Let's
me up.
let's not get crazy.
I'm about
Let's
to get
do-
crazy.
No. I
Wait,
think
wait, let me land, let me
I've
land.
been saying this for years.
If you did a Madrid PSG combined 11 with what they have on their squad as of August 11th at 9:30 p.m., do you have more Madrid players or do you have more PSG players? We can run it right now.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's run it.
Okay, goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois or who's the keeper at
The
PSG?
Russian
Stefanov.
Stefanov. Right. I think you go
Courtois.
Courtois personally.
You go Courtois.
apparently they just got Suzuki, by the way.
They did just get
They did just get
today, yeah.
Suzuki, but
Zion
I would still
Suzuki.
take Courtois.
Yeah, I still take Courtois. All right, go right back.
Hakimi, it doesn't matter who
Hakimi
it is.
all day, every
Hakimi.
day.
Hakimi.
And on the other side,
give me the
Mendes.
center backs right now.
Marquinhos, who over whoever you want to say.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think that's fair.
the Paco, the Colombian. Pacho. No, he's not Colombian. He's
I go
Ecuadorian.
Would you not
There.
would you
I'd
not
go there.
would you not go
No.
with Oysel?
No, neither.
No.
I've seen last year. Go watch his performances. He was
Chris,
locking down people.
Chris,
Rudiger does not.
even to make them
Rudiger right
happy.
now.
I give it Rudiger on the back four.
No,
I'd give it Rudiger.
I'm not. Listen, Rudiger is not even starting from Germany. He was on the bench. Stop. You guys need to stop. Go look it up. Rudiger has been finished probably for the past 2 years. He's there by reputation.
Chris, this is you and I versus them two. We can afford to give
them that. Fine.
We can afford to give it to.
Fine.
Give
Wait,
them
no,
Rudiger.
wait. I want it. I like Bacho a lot, though. To be
No,
fair,
we can
Okay,
afford
okay,
it.
how about this?
Continue.
Full back
I'm not
four.
on anyone's
We
side.
already
know who the
I'm
left
asking
back
this
is.
question.
Okay, full
All right,
back.
We already know who the left back is.
Yeah, Nuno Mendes over Cucurella. right?
Okay, no. Let's
Yeah.
go full. Well, okay, so just to count it back, we have Courtois,
Mhm.
right, at goalie. Full back four for PSG. I think that's fair.
Okay.
Mhm.
Move to
Yep.
the midfield.
Bellingham,
Yeah, Jude. I got to put Jude in there.
dude.
And then I'll give João Neves and
We're talking
Coutinho?
about Ja.
Coutinho?
But my argument is Fabian Ruiz has won multiple Champions Leagues in a row.
Wait.
51 or 2 unbeaten with his international club when he starts.
Wait.
or plays. Sorry,
let me present this differently for them, right?
please and
Because
thank you, Chris.
they're making the same mistake of like name on the jersey, individual player,
I'm not.
but not the sum of the collective. When you add the
But that's
midfield,
But
that's not the,
but
but
that's
that's not the
not
question.
that's not the
no, no,
That's not the
argument. That's
question.
not
No,
the
no,
game.
Chris. It's not
not
the.
the
It's
game.
not.
We're
It's
talking
not.
player
It's
for
not
It's
the
player.
not the
argument.
game. We're going player for player. Give me the 3 best players that play in the midfield for both
Huh?
clubs. That's all I'm saying. I think it's
Okay,
Jude. I
wait,
think it's João
no,
Neves.
no. Still, still I have an issue with with you putting Jude, because Jude, his most things, he's not as a midfielder. This is not what impresses people. It's not him playing a midfield. It's
Yes,
more
it-
him attacking,
I'd
scoring goals.
go.
But that's a center attacking midfielder.
Go
You know,
Joe.
There's so many shadow
João
strikers.
Neves.
okay,
I go
fine.
João
Kevin De
Neves,
Bruyne is not a
Jude
midfielder
Bellingham, and
then.
Vitinha. That's what
Yeah.
I would go with.
I'd go Jude, Vitinha, João Neves. I think João Neves
Yep.
right now is the best midfielder in the world, personally.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I'm also extremely
João
biased.
Neves might be the
So,
best midfielder in the world. Chris,
okay.
that's the 3 that I go with. Then do we want to run through it before the front 3?
All right. Okay. So we got Courtois. Then we got Hakimi, Mendes.
Pacho.
We got Pacho. We got Marquinhos, Vitinha.
No,
João Neves.
Rudiger. No, never mind
No,
Pacho.
you can have
Rudiger.
Rudiger. You can have Rudiger. Fine, we'll get
I agree with you. I think Pacho's
better
last
now, right?
season. Last
Yeah.
season was better.
They said that, though.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So then we got Vitinha. We've got João Neves and Bellingham.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now the
Okay.
front 3.
Now the front 3.
Mbappe is gonna be in there. So
Okay, Mbappe takes over for Dembele.
I'm.
That
Dembele plays
depends
through the
on
middle.
that
wait.
depends
It
on the
depends on where you
formation
put
you
him.
want to
He
run.
plays through the middle.
If we're going 3
plays right
best
wing?
players,
Who plays?
because these are very
3
fluid
best
front threes.
players on the front 3.
Yeah, these are very fluid front 3s. I think it's
I'll
Kvaratskhelia.
I'll say mine right now.
Go.
Dembele, Mbappe, Kvaratskhelia. That's what I'm saying.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it.
I
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
That's
It's
it.
nothing.
I
Last
actually
season-
think
last
season-
Kvaratskhelia. I
Nothing
actually
issue.
think it's Kvaratskhelia, Mbappe, Vinny Jr.
Nah, bro.
I agree with that.
Actually, you might be right.
Because I
But
love. I
okay.
think I love Dembele.
if you guys want to shout that, if you guys
Who was-
guys have any
who was
couple
Ballon
more
d'Or last
sentences,
year?
I can get on board with
Who
it.
was Ballon d'Or
I can get
last
on
season?
board with it. I can.
Who
I
was
can
Ballon d'Or
absolutely
last
get on
season?
board with it.
Who was Ballon d'Or last season?
They haven't announced.
They haven't
it yet.
announced it yet.
No, I mean, Dembele's your past Ballon
year
d'Or
prior,
winner.
yeah.
Yeah, no, right.
I mean, Dembele.
Right.
Listen, Dembele. I love Dembele. I love the story.
Yep.
But I think if we're picking the best 3 in that front right now, like if you're starting a team and you can pick 3 of those guys, I think that's what you go with.
Wait, bro.
Yeah,
Wait
I
a-
mean,
wait,
Kvaratskhelia and
Wanna go with
Vinny is
numbers?
a tough.
Wait,
it's tough for me.
I don't know. bro.
Kvaratskhelia can play on the right though.
I don't know. bro.
Dembele's
No,
got is
no,
great with
Dembele's-
both feet. Better with both feet than Vinicius is.
Listen, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go. I'm gonna go with Dembele. It's the same reason why I say Kvaratskhelia is probably better than Vinny also. The leadership that I seen Dembele do in the game to beat Liverpool last season, although Liverpool was not gonna do shit, 100%, but there was a point where the game is tight. And you see him take the responsibility, making dummies around the field.
It's IQ.
scoring the
It's
goal.
IQ.
His
We're talking
is
about
too,
IQ.
It's too far.
We're
You
talking
have
about
to
soccer
count-
IQ.
He is too good of a player for me to say. Because Vini, the problem with Vini is, yes, he's a great athletic and he has that move. Once he beats you on that dribble, you can't do nothing. But he's a player that you can crowd out. You can. silence him.
His players got to get him into that wide position. Will he have
Yeah.
or any other position to be in a? Will he do that himself? I don't know.
So
Too
real
much.
fast. Time out. Keep in mind, Mbappe played on both teams, right? Mbappe 2 years ago, Dembele's first year. I was just looking at this. 6 goals, 12 assists. Vinny Jr. with Mbappe sucking up all those goals and assists, 20 goals plus per season, plus 10 assists per season.
Can I ask one
So
question?
he is better with Mbappe than Dembele was with Mbappe. That's my argument.
How many games played in those 2? And I understand different leagues and all that. I just to contextualize it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Vinny played 59 games and 52 games. had a combined. Okay, so in 59
So
games last season, Vinny Jr. had 34 goals and assists.
the argument that you just gave me is a Skip Bayless stopper argument. It's like devoid of context. We're just gonna use numbers and just like close our minds and just forget everything that happened.
Okay, well, before
That team, when you said you compared when the numbers of Dembele had when Mbappe was in the team, is that what you did?
Mhm.
I did. Yep.
Okay, at that point in time, Dembele was not the Dembele that we saw during during
Yeah,
when they
he
won.
took
Well,
he took
Because
the role
no,
of
they
Mbappe on that
they
team.
changed his position. He used to be on the
That's what I'm
left wing.
saying.
So
Now he's in
no,
central.
so
right
what?
wing,
No,
right wing,
I'm
right wing.
Or
yeah,
he's
right
on
wing.
right wing, but he also plays
Yeah.
a
So
lot
I'm gonna
centrally.
so we're gonna penalize him for something that was not happening. Listen, I've seen him do stuff. It's not only a numbers thing. It's the eye test, seeing when shit is going down and Dembele take the responsibility that, yo, I'm gonna find a way to make the team win. I don't think I've seen Vini do that. I don't
He
think so.
literally did that.
I
He
don't
literally
see that.
he won a Champions League.
Yes, with Benzema. Benzema was there.
He was,
Okay.
but Vinny was, but like you can say that, but Chris,
The
Hey,
way
that's
they
not
came back,
contact.
the way they came back in some of those games was not Vinny. Like,
come on, it's
yeah, but the
it's
same point.
Cruz. It's
This,
like
but
I say
I hate
some of
using
those
this
games, but
argument
they
because
definitely won some of those games because of Vinny.
yeah,
maybe in
100%,
the group stage.
maybe.
but
Maybe.
at the same token, and as much as I love Dembele and I was such a fan of his that season, you can
Find me one of
say,
those late games where Vinny's on the score sheet.
but listen, you can say that Dembele wouldn't have been in that position if he wasn't backed by that stacked midfield,
Yes,
crazy ass defense.
100%.
Yes,
The rest of the players,
yes,
100%.
for
so
sure,
like
for
you can't,
sure.
and I hate that kind of
Well,
argument.
for sure.
No,
But
listen.
Wait. Before let's get back to the crux of the argument here, real quick.
Yeah.
Who is undoubtedly in that front three for our combined 11? It's Mbappe, and then who else do we all agree on?
Kvaratskhelia.
Kvaratskhelia is gonna be there.
Kvaratskhelia, right?
100%.
I
Okay,
think
so
he's
then
better than Dembele right now.
So then the question becomes: is it Vinny Jr. or is it Dembele?
Yeah.
Then
Now,
if
on August 11th, 2026, who do you take?
Vinny Jr.
Okay,
Yeah,
am I going? Okay,
yeah, go.
Vinicius Jr.
I think it's also Vinicius.
I'm gonna go with Dembele from what I've seen from
Well, you're
Champions
out
League last
voting,
season.
you're out.
No, it's
All right.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
But-
It's fine.
But
Mark
what's the
and Chris?
official?
Mark and Chris.
You did win anyway. Yeah.
It's was it
So
7?
It's back 4-2-1. It's
7.
6-4.
No, it's
6-5?
7-3. 7
Oh, 7-3. Wait, back
7-4. 7-4.
Well, no, they gave us Rudiger.
yeah.
So
Well,
they
again,
gave us-
well,
okay.
you-
Okay.
So
Okay. So 6-5. 6-5.
yeah,
6-5 or 7-3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
PSG.
regardless. PSG
Yeah.
You
just
see what I told you, Chris? We could have gave them Rudiger. We could have given them Rudiger, man. We know it. We know it.
I know.
but it's not the wash that I was. I mean, it could have been. I don't know.
No, it's not. It's not a wash. The thing is, like, names on paper do not make the team, whether we want to admit it or not. Because Real Madrid have had great teams almost all seasons.
I
They
think
always
the-
have
the other
have all the players.
the other big thing to me is I think it would be fascinating if you had swapped coaches. Because I think Luis Enrique leading this Real Madrid team, you might be talking about one of the best teams ever. I think he has a great coaching ability to raise the baseline of a lot of players, and then that by raising that baseline of a player like a Mendes, like beforehand Mendes was good and he was still very young.
He's taken everyone to
He's
like.
taken everyone up. He took Vitinha 2 years ago or
Was
a
on
year
Wolves.
ago. I would have questioned if Vitinha would have deserved to be in this 11. Now, undoubtedly, one of the first names on the sheet.
Well, if you think not too long ago, Vitinha was on Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, Vitinha is a very good player, but he's definitely blossomed under the tutelage of Luis Enrique.
Same with
he didn't look nearly as good for PSG.
You know, I have to give credit.
Or
to,
not PSG, Portugal.
I have to give credit to, because I know we like to celebrate Enrique, but Luis Campos, he's the GM of PSG, and he shops a lot in the Portuguese league. He's I don't know how much Luis Enrique is involved in getting players, but I'm assuming it's him that saw Vitinha to see Vitinha and Wolves and say that there's a player there that I can do better with him, right? That deserve credit. Because if
No,
me and you
yeah,
did not see it and he saw it, he's like, this is a cheap buy. And then they took Vitinha then and then turned it into this almost guy that's undeniable in the Portuguese midfield. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like him, Mendes,
Neves even came from
yeah, João
came from
Neves.
Benfica.
Well, I mean, he was. The
He
things
was him already, but
he
like,
was going to be good. He was clearly very good for
mhm.
Benfica. My God, I didn't expect this to happen.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, he give it another year, and you might. The real question may be like, okay, Bellingham or João Neves.
Hey,
yeah,
But
you want to know the funny part? Because I don't know if it's confirmed they said that, but I think Cucurella or somebody from Spain said that their toughest game was versus Portugal. So Portugal was probably the only team that could play passing football with them to maintain possession and stuff and out possession them.
yeah,
So if only Portugal had sorted out their offense, it might have been a different story. But hey, yeah.
I think that they need to sort out their offense and also needed to have a better midfield balance to some degree because I think that you have three very high technically quality midfielders in Bruno Fernandes, João Neves, and Vitinha, but you miss that bite that PSG provides
yeah,
with Ruiz. So
yeah. No, I mean it's all this is purely like a FIFA argument that we just had,
oh
right? But
yeah,
like it is what it is.
it's
But
the off season, boys.
so the last thing I think we have to talk about
Almost
today
not.
is there were some moves that happened in the Premier League this week. What I would
Yep.
love for us to do is we each pick one that we want to talk about, and we'll close up the show right after that. And we'll go into our. I mean, we said it last week with such conviction that we thought the Premier League was starting this week. It is next week. So next
Sorry.
week we'll be back
Man,
with our full
I'm out sick for
Premier
1 week.
League prediction episode where we will sit there and we'll go through team by team where we think everyone will finish. It's going to be a great time. It's one of our most fun episodes of the year. We might put a parlay together for week one. We might not. We'll
It's
see.
my
But,
favorite episode of the year always.
so with that being said, someone please start. Give me a transfer that happened this week that you guys want to go. Go ahead, Thomas.
I'll raise my hand for this one. My favorite transfer of the week was the most ridiculous transfer ever. Basically a straight trade for Brennan Johnson going to Everton in return for Dwight McNeil going to Crystal Palace. What a week. Okay. Brennan Johnson was a $50 million transfer in January going to Crystal Palace from Tottenham and then basically traded for a $20 million older player going to in Dwight McNeil. I mean, it's just like, I mean, Everton's doing crazy work this offseason. I think that they're going to
I
be
think they're gonna be
next
good,
week.
right?
I think next season, I mean, we'll see
Who?
what Moyes
Everton?
is cooking up his sleeve.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Fuck
mean, if they,
Everton.
What?
he's just a Liverpool hater. But I mean, I think that like it's like I think Crystal Palace is gonna like conversely, I mean, they're probably gonna go 12th, 13th again because they always do that. But man, they're not looking they're looking a little rough, a little worse for wear. But yeah, that's my big double move swap, basically driving Neil for Brennan Johnson.
All right.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Go
I
ahead,
mean,
Mark.
it's like the biggest one.
That's not the biggest one.
Definitely
Like
not
it's the biggest, like low key one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
wait
it
till-
might be okay, yeah. But that's
Look,
my
look,
I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd, boy.
here's my biggest one, and they're staying. Wait, Wolves are in the Premier League, right?
no,
No.
they dropped down.
No. Well, guess what? They had the biggest transfer, and then I realized that they're not going to be in the Premier League. So it was Kieran Trippier, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy is gonna play at all levels of football, ever possibly ever, and he's a right back. He's gonna be Wolves right back.
He's still going at it?
So
No.
who you guys who you guys your replacement, man? Or Chris, what's your top one?
It's for me like I don't think those things. There's nothing really that impressed me, but I have to commend Liverpool for taking the chance on
Araujo.
Araujo, because he solves a couple of problems. He gives you defender depth. And then apparently he can play right back too.
Defender depth.
So Liverpool does not really trust the defensive abilities of the right backs they have. Plus, Frimpong looks like very injury prone. They have Connor Bradley, who also coming back from a long-term injury. I think it was ACL. So you can slide in Araujo here. And
Who's also injury prone.
he was also injury prone. So it's like all of you cannot be injured at the same time. So one of you guys is gonna stay. So
Kante.
he is trying to rebuild his career. Apparently last year he had some sort of a freak out. He had to go to Israel and pray. That's a real story. Don't think that you guys can Google this.
No.
You guys can Google this. Don't think I'm just
No, we're not questioning
So
that.
to the point that Liverpool fans are mad because they're looking at him and whatever. "Oh, I can't believe this club with Zionism, whatever." But we're not gonna go into this part. But
I
He
guess
is-
I'll no,
Yeah.
finish
Go ahead.
finish off,
No,
and then
no,
I
like,
wanna
I
finish
feel like-
mine.
I don't think there's an option to buy. I think it's more like he needs a breath of fresh air, change of environment. Darwin
Way better
Nunez.
than Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yummy. So
Yeah.
great. What a
great.
beautiful
No, but you know what? If
leaving
they're- if
beautiful
they're-
Barcelona to go to Liverpool.
If there is a player that has the talent to make it, and that just for whatever reason hasn't worked anywhere, he's one of those that, like, it's a very curious case that he could at one point, like, there was a shot like, oh, maybe he could be the best center back in the world in a few years, and
He
just
was looking
never-
like it.
yeah.
Has this been official with
He might
Usman
be-
Diomande going to Nottingham?
So that was gonna
Yeah.
be mine. That was gonna be mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Marks think alike. Go
Yeah.
into it. Go into it. Let's talk about it.
I mean, I had two. It's both. Well, I was gonna cheat and say there's two. So there's Usman Diomande going to Nottingham Forest, and then his partner at Sporting Lisbon for a few years, Antonio Silva, Portuguese defender.
Yeah.
Going to Bournemouth. These are two
What the-
guys that a few years ago were valued damn near at 100 mil. Like they were linked to United and all that, and people were, and obviously they stayed a few years and the values kind of dropped, but at least from that initial ask, right? But these are two phenomenal, smart, athletic players that are ready to take that next step. I'm really liking this Nottingham Forest team. That's a little preview for next week.
And
with Glasner
honestly,
at the helm.
shout out Bournemouth for once again just pulling off one of the smartest transfers. I mean, they're just reloading. I mean, they lost
Hey,
Senesi and
what a
replaced them with
well-run
Antonio
football
Silva.
club they are. I think they're a
Yeah.
well-run football
Well,
club.
you know who they're run by, right?
No.
The
No.
same ownership group as the Las Vegas Golden Knights, who's like one of the last 5 or 6 years, one of the best hockey teams.
Since they've become an NHL team,
They've been
been a great franchise.
They're ruthless. Though.
They made
They're
they made
ruthless.
Stanley Cup their first season. I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's crazy. All right, boys.
I'm fact checking myself, but I'm pretty confident that that's the case.
I don't know why I had a feeling that God, what's his name? And it's gonna kill Creed. His name's escaping.
Oh yeah,
me.
Apollo Creed.
no. Oh god, yeah. No, he's
Michael
a
B.
part
Jordan.
owner.
Michael B. Jordan is a
Jordan.
part owner.
Yeah. That's why I said Apollo Creed.
He's a part owner, but no, they're owned by the Black Knight Football Club UK Limited Group, which is the same controlling
Okay.
interest as the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
What do they call it?
They're-
The Black Knight.
Black Knight Football Club,
Black Knight.
UK Limited.
Black Knight Football Club. For the love of all things holy, hear me now.
Oh boy.
Buy the Las Vegas Raiders. Buy them, please. Stop this silly shit I have to endure every year.
Please
Buy the-
help Mark out and
Family,
bring him
honestly,
his vanity back.
Remember the fact they're smart owners.
Are you saying
They're not going to buy
Tom-
some poverty
Tom-
franchise like that.
Are you saying Tom Brady is not doing well over there running the team? Is that what you're saying?
Allegedly.
All right, boys. Well,
Wait, what's yours beyond Diamande? What? Give us one other one.
yes. I mean,
There's the easy pickings with Arsenal, but
for Leeds, I think it's a big. It's not. It's sad for me personally, but Leeds getting James Trafford, I mean, that guy's going
That-
to make a difference for them for
Man,
sure. I feel like he's
especially
a future England goalkeeper. Like I truly
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like this is just me being biased, but if he played over Pickford, their results might have been different in their tournament. But I think that's a big signing for them. It's their record signing. It's their record purchase to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Leeds is
Absolutely.
James
As
Trafford.
as
So
poorly run as Leeds was for a little bit back in the 90s, like man, they've bounced back and they're looking
real nice for
sharp.
them to be back in
Yeah.
the you know in the Premier League. Just I just
It's where they belong.
it's a good place for yeah they belong in the Premier. It's a staple for
Yeah.
them.
Leeds?
They
They're
belong in the Premier League
They
for
believe
sure.
they
like
belong.
yeah, dude.
Yo, go get the
They
hell out
they
of
won
here
the
with that
league.
shit.
They won the
I mean,
league with Eric
they
Cantona back in the
they were
day.
honestly,
were-
I think that they were
They're
pretty.
they're a main rival of United, like a main rival.
And Chelsea
More than Manchester
And
City.
Liverpool.
and Liverpool.
No, I don't know. I think
Oh,
Liverpool
Liverpool.
and United
Yeah.
have always. Yeah, it was those three though.
Yeah.
But
No, but yeah. I mean, I think that's a good shout. I mean, the other one, if there is another one to talk about, I mean, we touched on Araujo, we touched on Diomande, we touched on Ben Johnson and all that. It's God. No, actually, that's it. That's it. I mean, Bruno Guimaraes, we spoke about,
Yeah.
and that was the other one.
We
really.
did. I mean, I don't know if Buati's going to become a thing. I feel like it is, but well, we could talk about that probably next week, maybe. So
yeah, I mean, I
Cough
feel
up
like
that money.
as, honestly, with as
I think you
we're
guys are.
unfortunate. It's an inflated world we live in. Global world, whether we buying
Oh,
groceries,
is
or
that why?
buying players to go play for our respective club.
Tell your president to stop the war. But is that
I live in
why?
Canada, man. So
Is that why you guys are trying to stick up Barcelona for pennies to be able to sign Boadi? You guys are shameless.
I mean, I think that's enough for us this week, boys. Thank you so much for tuning in to another great episode of Bathwater Sports.
absolutely.
We're getting our groove back. Right, we're hitting our stride. We're coming into form right as the season starts, which is just what we want to see. Next week is our big preview episode. We're gonna go through all the teams, tell you where we think they're gonna finish.
clipping everything.
It's great. We're gonna talk about all the rumors, break it all down, just really focus on the Premier League. It's gonna be a great time. So please tune into that. And while you're at it, like, rate, and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Please follow us on social media at Bathwater Sports, everywhere except Instagram, where it's at Bathwater Sports Pod. We are actually putting out video content now, so that's so fun. Please keep doing it. Please keep supporting us any way you can. We just have the most
Thank you,
fun doing
everybody.
this. Yeah, we got another season of Bathwater Sports coming right with another season of the Premier League. It's going to be a great season. Please keep it locked in right here with us for all your world foot needs. That'll be it. Same bad time, same bad channel. See you guys next week.
Time.
Peace out, boys.
Boys.
Peace out.